what holiday we're celebrating?
Jesus' birthday.
That's right. We're celebrating Christmas, the day that we celebrate the birth of Jesus. We don't know what day he was born, but the day we celebrate is December 25th. How does your family celebrate Christmas? Liza?
We set out a nativity. We put up a Christmas tree.
Great one. What about the rest of you? How many have a Christmas tree? Awesome. What else do you do for Christmas? What about you, Chastity?
We bake a cake and sing happy birthday to Jesus.
Oh, I love that idea, singing happy birthday to Jesus. Does anyone else do that? Good, wonderful. What else? Abby, what does your family do?
We go to my grandma's house on Christmas Eve.
I bet a lot of you spend time with your family during the holidays, don't you? Okay. Jacob, what about you? We haven't heard from you yet.
We drive all over the place and look at the Christmas lights. Have you seen the lights in the park? Wow, they're amazing. You've got to see them. There's Santa and Rudolph and the wise men and the shepherds and angels and baby Jesus in the manger and the stars and the elves and the gingerbread people and...
Jacob, I think we get the picture. Wow. You are so excited. How about the rest of you? Has anyone else seen the lights in the park? Well, look at that, Jacob. A lot of your friends enjoy those lights in the park. What about other Christmas traditions?
We set out a native. Oh, you know, baby Jesus, Mary and Joseph, and the sheep and everybody.
A nativity scene?
That's it, a nativity scene. Actually, we have several all over the house. And you know what?
What?
Instead of putting the wise men next to baby Jesus, we put them on the other side of the room. You know why?
Why?
Because my daddy said that the wise men had a long, long trip. He said that Jesus was probably about 2 years old and living in a house before they ever found him.
Wow, that's a long trip.
And they had to make it on camels too.
Your daddy's exactly right, Eliza. Although most people put their wise men next to baby Jesus, he probably was around 2 years old before they arrived. And if I remember correctly, everyone said you have a Christmas tree, right? And what do you put under that Christmas tree?
Presents.
And who gets those presents?
We do.
Okay, I'm confused. Whose birthday is it?
Jesus.
And who gets the presents?
We do.
It's Jesus' birthday. Why don't we buy gifts for him?
That's a good question. Everyone, if you could have bought a gift for Jesus when he was first born, what would it have been?
Everyone get.
It's a good one. He had to stay warm, right? Very good.
Something to eat.
Very good. You have to have something to eat. Everybody has to have something to eat, right, Jacob? Yeah, that's what you like. And we have to have something to play with. And we have to wear clothes. They wrapped the baby in strips of cloth, but we couldn't leave them in there, in those clothes, could we?
Books that Mary and Jackson could read to them.
I love to read, Abby, don't you? You know, the best way for us to learn to read is when our parents read to us when we're little.
I would give Jesus' family some money so they could find a better place to stay.
How thoughtful, Jacob. Why don't we take our gifts and bring the gifts that we would bring to Jesus and bring them with you when you come back tomorrow. And that way we'll give Jesus his birthday presents. Just trust me on this, okay, Ty? Okay. So bring your gifts next week and we'll celebrate Jesus' birthday by giving them to him. Lights.
Christian Christmas. Christmas isn't showy gifts or glittery decorations. It's honoring our Savior, Jesus Christ, in humble adoration. It's serving those less fortunate, meeting their needs before our own. It's making sure at Christmas time that no one is alone. It's taking what we would have spent on things that no one needs and using it to help someone with service and good deeds. Our Savior showed us how to live with charity, faith, and service. It makes the holidays a joy, more peaceful and less nervous. So let's remember Christmas is about our Savior's birth. That's the way to happiness, the way to peace on earth. Now our children will be returning to the classroom.
Good morning. I thought you were gonna hang out in the hall. Okay, well, I see everyone brought their gifts. Wonderful. Before we give them to him, I need a volunteer to read a verse from the Bible.
I will, Miss Sherry.
Thank you, Abby.
The king will reply, "What I'm about to tell you is true. Anything you did for one of these least important of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me."
And who do you think the king that they're talking about is here?
Jesus.
Okay, you're exactly right. And Abby, what is Jesus telling us?
When you do something to help somebody in need, we're doing that for Jesus.
Absolutely, Chastity. So what do you need to do with the gifts that you brought for Jesus?
Give them to someone who needs them.
And right again. And when we do that, we're giving them to Jesus. Now, let's put our heads together and decide who are gonna get these gifts for him.
Lights. Let's give our children a round of applause. They have worked very hard, and now they know the true meaning that when we give gifts to people in need, it is giving a gift to God. Now, Susie, can you lead us? You want me to sing that first? You're going to sing it. Susie's going to sing us a song, and then we'll